Our first speaker for this afternoon is Tom Dada. I've had the pleasure of meeting him earlier. And Tom is known as a quiet warrior. He's an award-winning CEO and TEDx speaker, and author of 11 books. He's also a renowned mental health advocate with a decade of experience in the field. Tom hosts the Quiet Warrior podcast and live stream where people share stories of resilience. He's an indie film producer as well and a board-certified master neuroplastician. So there you go, teaching how to rewire the brain. Tom is starting a doctoral degree in London and cherishes his family. His happy place is storytelling, cooking, and creating visually stunning food in his Chef Tommaso home chef kitchen. So there you go, Tom. The stage is yours.
My car was parked alongside this long stretch of highway. I'm like a zombie in my navy blue suit and tie, a well-dressed Nigerian zombie. The snow is crushing beneath my feet, briefcase hanging off my arm. I see a clearing in the forest. I gently lay down my back and I place that briefcase on my chest. And then I close my eyes. And then wolves! The wolves, they start tearing my body apart limb by limb. It's over. Until I wake up, I'm soaked in sweat. Feels like there's a steel band clamped around my chest. My heart's beating so fast I can feel like I'm having a heart attack. And then my wife rolls over and she says, "Are you okay, hon?" To which I say, "Yeah, I'm okay." Have you ever had one of those nightmares? The kind that you want to tell somebody about? The kind based on life's maltreatment and stressors from the past? You see, many of us, we don't live life. We actually hide from life in silence. I'm here to tell you that the difference between suffering in silence and living a joyful life is resilience. It's resilience. I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. I'd like you to meet Mr. Brain. Isn't he awesome? Now, I didn't plan this, but brains are white and gray matter. This looks like a Nigerian brain. Look at all the colors on that brain. Isn't that awesome? Seriously. A little bit about the Mr. Brain or Mrs. Brain. 3 pounds for the adults, 2.75 pounds for the women. We did the research. It was based on post-mortem studies. Thing is, your brain is made up of 60% fat, 45 to 50%. Those are carbs, proteins, some salts, things like that. Neurons, glial cells. Amazing. This is a gift. This is resilience. Change your brain, change your life, be resilient. The thing about the brain is neuroscientists will tell us that the brain is a time machine. It's amazing. You can step back in time, and I can remember stories like I told you from the past. Maybe I'll step into time, and I'll tell you a new story about being here at the event. Or perhaps I'll stay right where I want to be in this moment. You see, we have the power to stay in the moment, to not go back in time and deal with stressors, the maltreatments, or to perhaps create the future, the resilient future within our imaginations. So will you come back with me again to another story in time? Will you come with me? All right, let's put my friend Mr. Brain back down. It was August 26th and 27th. I was doing the Ride to Conquer Cancer. It was 2 days, 225 kilometers. I was riding up and down hills in the sun and in the rain on my bicycle to raise funds for cancer. What an awesome event. But what wasn't part of the plan was a fall that night on my head that cracked a hole in the bathtub. For the first time, my brain didn't want to work anymore. The fog in my head, my anxiety, depression was spiraling out of control. I kind of felt like the Black Knight in Monty Python's quest for the Holy Grail. "'Tis but a scratch. It's only a flesh wound. I'm invincible. The Black Knight is always resilient." Yeah. Hiding in the shadows, not living life, searching for resilience. But all kidding aside, my friends, that was the first time in my life that I had thoughts of suicide. And it scared the hell out of me. You see, people who want to die by suicide don't want to die because of their life. They want to die because of the wolves. I thought they already had their way with me, the wolves that are in their heads. But we can be resilient, and we can keep moving forward. Oh yeah, and then there's my therapist. You got to get one of these. You got to get a checkup from the neck up. So I'm there in the corner of her room one day, and she says, Tom, you need to get a job that works your body so you can start healing your mind. I go like, what? Heal my mind? Get a job, work my body? What am I going to be, a Nigerian pole dancer or something? I was so messed up with my depression and my brain injury, I said, I'm not going to argue with you. So I did exactly what she said. I found my resilience. 3 years, my dream jobs came true. From CEO to night stalker at Costco. 2 years, lifting heavy boxes of fruits and vegetables. It was an amazing experience. I made a lot of friends. The carrots, the onions, the potatoes. These potatoes were incredible. They kind of looked like me, brown skin, but I'd yell at them, I'd drop on the floor, Mr. Potato Head would break. They didn't get mad. I thought, this is awesome. And then one night at Costco, this happens. Ring, ring, my cell phone. Hey, Tom, it's Jack. It was Jack Nicholson, not the actor. Jack runs Otter Co-op in the Fraser Valley. He says, Tom, we just bought a new restaurant. It's a tap house in North Vancouver, and we need somebody. I'm going like, yes, finally, a management job. He says, would you like to be a table server? I said, yes, I'm in, because I'm resilient. You see, for 1 year, I served 40 types of beer at a tap house with Napolitana pizza. It was my youthful dream come true. Pizza and beer all day long. Until driving home one day, I almost rear-ended somebody because I have double vision. I can't move my eyes properly, and I can't deal with the light. You guys look amazing, though. They just said 150 people in the room. The 300 of you look brilliant tonight. So I ended up quitting that job. Well, I'm here today, 3 years later, standing in front of you, doing my first public talk. Tonight I want to leave you with a gift. I've given you a package that has a workbook. It's part of a larger program. And in that are some skills to teach you how to teach your brain to be resilient. Because resilience starts in the brain. Resilience starts in the brain. Change your brain, and you're going to change your life. So here's 3 things that I'm going to teach you to do, and it's what I learned over the last 5 years. You ready? Everybody ready? All right, number 1 is take your brain to the gym. We take our bodies to the gym, let's take our brain to the gym. There's 2 things you can take. One, you can work out physically, one, you can work out mentally. You see, after my concussion, I couldn't walk straight. I had vestibular problems, I couldn't stand up, my gait wasn't right, my speech was slow, I could barely put my words together, not to mention the double vision and all. So, my first day at the Surrey Neuroplasticity Clinic. Surrey Neuroplasticity Advanced Brain Clinic. Amazing. I walk in there first day, and there's Armin, my physiotherapist. It's a huge place. There's people in exoskeletal suits. There's people over here in wheelchairs, brain injuries. Amazing. This place was so positive, though. And they said, welcome, Mr. Dutta. For the next 14 weeks, we're going to, through neuroplasticity, your brain is plastic and moldable. We're going to change the way your brain thinks. Here's your first gift. I'm going like, wow, it's kind of cool. It's a sponge. You're going to learn a lot here. You're going to be a sponge. Okay, I get it. Armin comes around the corner, my physiotherapist. He says, okay, let's go to the room. Put that down. I said, okay. He says, now, Neuroplasticity takes place in the brain. We're going to teach you physical, because remember, I was physically impaired. He says, I want you to stand on that, both your feet. I went like this. I said, this has got to be easy. And then I started doing this, and he caught me. I was kind of like a toddler, you know. They don't have structure. They're like, it was hard. And I almost cried. I couldn't stand. We did this for 14 weeks. Next time, he said, Tom, is it getting harder or easy? I said, it's getting, he said, 1 to 10. I said, it's about a 5. He said, good, we're going to make it harder. He says, now I want you to close your eyes. And then I'm doing that. My vestibular system broke. I fell backwards in a bathtub, landed on my head, hit the back, cracked the tub. My vision center's not working. Finally, he says, okay, now, he says, I want you to stand on 1 foot. He said, I want you to close your eyes. I said, okay. I do it, and then he says, by the way, nobody ever gets that, even when they're healthy. I'm going like, thanks a lot for telling me. You can take your brain to the gym also to do exercises. Get your cell phone out. They told me to go to Brain HQ for 15 minutes a day. You can train your brain. It's free. And do exercises to keep your brain efficient, to keep it moving faster. Head off dementia and other things at the past. It's amazing. This thing is your operating system. And if you get it operating fast, it operates fast enough to see what's going on in the outside world, bring it into the inside world, and then tell you what to think, feel, and do. It's also there to keep you safe. Number 2, feed your brain. Omega-3 fatty acids hydrate your brain. Brain needs lots of water. Number 3 is my favorite. I could talk about it, but I don't have that much time. I want to tell you, it's called Give Your Brain Deep Sleep and Rest. I read an audiobook. Did you catch that? I read an audiobook. I listen to 2 a month now. I'm getting my degree by listening because I can't read properly. However, the scientist who wrote it, it's called Why We Sleep. Please get that book. And in its 2nd chapter, it blew my mind, and this is what it said. Ready? Human beings are the only ones that intentionally deprive themselves of sleep. Wow. Exactly. You see, animals don't. They have the circadian clock from the word circa. We have circadian rhythms. Animals get up at the dawn, go in the dusk. What do? Hey, Anna, my wife Anna, let's go after, have a couple drinks. Oh, okay, we'll get home, have dinner tonight. Hey, Netflix, they got one of those, binge watch it, you can finish in the weekend. Let's do that. Let's get to bed at 2 in the morning. Tomorrow's church online. 5 hours sleep, no problem. Done it before. No. This guy ain't doing that again. Let me give you one more tip. What happens in deep rest and sleep, short-term memory moves to long-term memory. Everything you learn in the day and everything you train on, whether it's new information, playing the guitar, neuroplasticity, it doesn't happen when you do the drill. It happens at deep rest and sleep when it moves to your long-term memory. Deprive yourself of sleep, no resilience. So let me wrap up with this. Take your brain to the gym. Feed your brain. Deep rest and sleep. I want to share this before I go. I carry this in my pocket. The 2nd day of the ride, I never talk about it, but I got back on my bike. I rode 110 kilometers. I couldn't see. My head was pounding. I didn't know really what was wrong with me. I couldn't even get myself. All of a sudden, I'm coming around the bend, and there's a big sign, the neon sign. It says finish line, because that's what it was. And I ride across the finish line. 7 hours later, nobody's there but my astonishing wife and a few folks. And I go, yes, I finished. Could have fallen off the bike again. They put this around my neck. It says, a ride to conquer cancer. I found resilience. But here's why I got out of bed, because I knew about the brain. I had a single thought that morning. I said, cancer survivors or cancer people don't have a choice. They got to finish. I kicked my butt and I said, brain, you got to go finish because you're riding for people who are suffering from cancer. I got on the bike and I did it. So I close with this thought. Change your brain, change your life, be resilient. I did, and will you?
Isn't that something? How about another Hand clap for. If you take nothing else home today, take this one. It's accessible. Why we sleep. Human beings are the only ones who deprive themselves of sleep. And then change your brain, change your life. There you go.